Hello everyone and welcome to the 5th episode of the Daily Reads podcast. This is your host Akash Joshi and today I shall be discussing some of the best articles that I have read recently with their accompanying links in the Substack. Today is an awesome and tech focused episode, so listing them in no particular order, let's begin. Firstly, I would like to talk about an interesting programming concept, Lambda Calculus, and specifically how to implement it in JavaScript. Lambda Calculus is a standardized way of writing mathematical logic down, which is used in programming. It's a base for the functional programming paradigm because it supports many of the concepts which makes functional programming possible. All code can be easily represented as Lambda Calculus as it is a sibling to Turing machines in computation systems. I have linked an article in Substack where you can learn Lambda Calculus and also learn it by implementing a few concepts of it in JavaScript. So do check it out. Next up, there's some really interesting news from Hong Kong. Because of the protests which are going on in Hong Kong right now, the Chinese government has censored the Hong Kong's people's internet. So, to get over this problem, the protesters are using a really genius solution. People are using BridgeFi, which is a Bluetooth-based app for sending messages. The app works completely on Bluetooth and can function without an internet connection. People can send messages either to a contact, to multiple phones within a certain area, in which case it has to travel to the recipient by hopping through multiple phones, or people can broadcast a message. It is an interesting concept and I have linked a Forbes article in the Substack which includes an interview with the app's creator, so do check it out. Some of the speakers at the conference had brought up this disparity and even asked the conference to include more female speakers and speakers from diverse backgrounds. Next up, the PHP Central Europe conference, previously known as PHP Poland, has been cancelled due to a lack of speaker diversity. The conference consisted only of white male speakers, and some of the speakers even had multiple sessions scheduled, citing that the call for papers deadline had already passed. However, the conference wouldn't agree. This caused a lot of uproar in the PHP and general tech community. All of this resulted in the conference being cancelled for now and also being discontinued in the future. You can read the complete and more detailed article by WordPress Tavern in the Substack and also caused some of the speakers to back out from the conference. Lastly, I would like to introduce a conceptual startup to you, which is known as the Full Stack Startup. The Full Stack Startup is one which builds a complete and end-to-end service which bypasses all other products and competitors. So basically, a company which is completely self-sufficient and doesn't depend on anyone else for anything. An example of this would be Apple, which owns everything from hardware, software to distribution of its product. This means that the company can maintain a higher quality product and can introduce some of the Apple magic, which would dissuade if it depended on third parties for some of its services. This is a really interesting concept which you can read upon in the link in the Substack. Finally, today we'll feature the Micro Software as a Service project WhatsApp chat button by the indie maker Preetham Nath. The product is a Shopify extension which allows users to integrate a live WhatsApp chat button directly into their Shopify website. It also allows abandoned cart recovery and direct customer communication. The project is quite interesting and the idea of a micro SaaS product will inspire you to build one You can check it out at apps.shopify.com/WhatsApp-chat-button and be sure to follow Preetham and say hi at twitter.com/hipreetham93. Thanks for tuning in for today guys and see you all in the next episode. If you install the Anchor app, you can send voice notes to me directly. I would like to hear any comments or suggestions that you guys have. Also share this podcast with other people, which helps me immensely. You can check out the links to all the articles and the indie product at dailyreads.substack.com.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.